Welcome to Scoot on the Air YouTube. My name is Scoot, and for those of you who don't know me, a very quick introduction. I do a radio talk show based in New Orleans, but you can pick up the show anywhere by downloading the app radio.com. And then just download the app. It's free, radio.com, and type in WWL. You know, I'm not a typical radio talk show host because I'm not a conservative right-winger, and yet I'm on talk radio. And being in a red state like Louisiana, being a talk show host and not being conservative, it has its disadvantages. But I'm always going to be honest. I'm a registered independent, but I'm honest about Trump. I'm honest about the Republicans and the Democrats. And some people don't think you're honest because they don't like what you say. But I'm just being honest with my feelings. And really, the truth is, the country is not run by the right or the left. Elections are decided by the rest of us. I'm a radical centrist, maverick moderate. A lot of names for people like me. And maybe you're among them. You know, it kind of depends on the issue. Some things I'm conservative. Some things I'm liberal. I'm not going to see everything through the same myopic political perspective. And I'm proud of that. I don't follow the lead of the conservative talk show hosts that have dominated around the country. So again, I get some resistance on my show, but you know, that's not my problem. I just have to be honest with my opinions. President Trump right now is dangerous. I hope I'm wrong. I hope those of you who disagree with me on President Trump, I hope you're right. Because if you're right, everything's going to be okay. If I'm right, there is a man with some kind of mental disorder in the White House right now who has the ability to do some really dangerous things before he leaves office. He vetoed the defense bill. He left without signing the COVID-19 stimulus package. Interestingly, Republicans, tried to get the Democrats to finally agree to $600 for families making under $75,000 a year. And so the Democrats finally agree. The Democrats wanted $2,000. Well, guess what? Now President Trump is demanding $2,000. And he took off to go play golf and enjoy his holidays, while some people, maybe some of you, are seriously suffering. His recent list of pardons have really brought into question whether or not he should ever call himself the law and order president. You can't be a law and order president and pardon criminals. It's not like new evidence showed up. I'm not going to get heavily into this because I'm here for a reason. I've got these lights on. It's Christmas time. I'm here on the Scoot on the Air YouTube channel to share with you the new version of Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is Twas the Night Before Christmas 2020. Twas the night before Christmas when all through the White House, not a creature was stirring, not even President Trump's spouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, hoping America would see the election was unfair. The lawyers were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of flawed ballots danced in their heads. And Melania in her kerchief and Trump in his cap had just settled down after texting before a nap. When out on the roof there arose such a clatter, Trump sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew in a flash, tore open the shutter and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster to the group of reporters below. When what to his wondering eyes should appear? But cameras and mics and questions to fear. With liberal reporters so lively and quick, they all knew this guy was mentally sick. More rapid than eagles, the questions they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Don Lemon, Jim Acosta, now Dana and Jake Tapper, now on Cuomo, on Cooper, on Jones and Wolf Blitzer. Now ask away all. And then in a twinkling, he heard in the room reporters asking if he'd be leaving soon. As his ego went to his head and he was turning around, Trump stared at the reporters without making a sound. He was dressed in a suit with a long tie to his feet, his hair coiffed perfectly with spray to keep it neat. The burden of the office weighed heavily on his mind. So what if the media depicted him as unkind? His eyes, how they twinkled, his eyes were also wrinkled, his hands were so merry, the spray-tanned cheeks were rosy, and his nose like a cherry. His droll big mouth was drawn up in a bow, and the hair on his head was like the yellow snow. He had a broad face and quite a round belly that shook during rants, like a bowl full of jelly. He spoke many words as the reporters did their work. He pointed at one and said, "Dude, you're a jerk." Insisting again he was robbed of the election, his crackpot lawyers vowed to make the correction. But I heard him exclaim as he walked out of sight, "I won the damn election. Trust me, I'm right." It's a great story to tell your kids. It's the new version of Twas the Night Before Christmas, 2020. I'm Scoot, and thanks for being with me here on Scoot on the Air YouTube. Subscribe, and we'll let you know every time we do a new show. Much more to come.